Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? Wednesday is the day that the NFL mandates teams release their first injury report of the week, and the week of the New England game. The week of the Carolina game. On Wednesday, when we saw the first injury report, is when I went, uh-oh. Saints had a great win over the Packers, picked them to win that game, and then, while a lot of people were jumping on the bandwagon for New Orleans after that win and picking them to beat Carolina, I said pump the brakes because you can't lose 5 starters week to week and not miss a beat in the NFL. And then on top of that, we learned 8 coaches with COVID, all that sort of stuff. So that injury report, as extensive as it was a problem for the Saints in Carolina. You can't run out there with a preseason roster and think you're going to compete on a Sunday in the NFL. Well, last week, Saints got healthier. You had Lattimore back. You had C Gardner-Johnson back. You had Tanoh Kpassagnon back. We talked about it. The first defensive series, C Gardner-Johnson had a sack. Tanoh Kpassagnon had a pressure. Lattimore had a pass defended. I mean, it was evident right there. And the Saints continue getting healthier, which is just massively beneficial. Remember, week 3, if you go on IR, you're mandated you miss 3 weeks. So this is the week heading into week 4 where those that started the season on IR are eligible to return. And we did learn today that Will Clapp was back at practice. So that's one player that started the season on IR that returned to practice today. We're still waiting on others, like Will Lutz, who's probably not ready this week. Waiting on Tre'Quan Smith. No word there yet as well. But as for the injury report today, you only had 2 players that did not practice. And they were the 2 offensive linemen that are critical. It's your starting center, Erik McCoy, and your starting left tackle, Terron Armstead. But we kind of have a feeling both of those guys are not going to be available. Now, we're holding our breath and knocking on wood and holding out hope for Erik McCoy, because they did not send him to IR, which means he is eligible to return before the 3 weeks that's mandated by IR. So it's been 2, which means he could return this week. That's certainly not guaranteed, but that is a possibility. But McCoy did not practice today with that calf injury, so to be determined. And we know Terron Armstead is going to miss a couple of weeks. So the Saints will go into this week very likely with James Hurst at left tackle and Cesar Ruiz at center and Calvin Throckmorton at right guard. Yes, there's no way to say it. I mean, you're not as good at left tackle with Hurst as you would be with Armstead. You're not as good at center with Ruiz as you would be with McCoy, and you're not as good at right guard with Throckmorton as you would be with Ruiz. I mean, you're weaker in 3 spots on that line. There's no way around it. The good news is you're playing an awful football team in the Giants, and you have this enormous emotional homecoming staring you in the face, where for the first time in more than a year, the Superdome will be at capacity. It's the first time in the Dome post-Ida, the first true home game of the year. The team's 2-1, coming off a big emotional win. Fans are going to be there. They're going to be loud. They're going to be into it. They're going to pump. They're going to be pumped. They're going to affect the game. And this is just an amazing matchup for New Orleans, because the Giants just aren't very good. The one thing that they kind of do well is run the ball with Saquon Barkley, but the Saints have the 3rd best rush defense in the NFL. They allow 60 rushing yards a game. So this is a matchup problem for the Giants, even with the Saints missing a couple of offensive linemen for this ballgame, but getting healthier. The other 2 players on the injury report were Marshawn Lattimore and Jameis Winston, but both participated fully. They listed Lattimore with the hand injury, obviously, and Jameis with a knee injury, but again, both did participate fully in practice. So the Saints are getting healthier, which is the thing you want to see, and we'll keep an eye throughout this week on the Saints to see who else from IR might be able to return here this week for New Orleans. Now, with respect to the Giants, that is a much different story, because the Giants' injury report looks a lot like the Saints' injury report did a couple of weeks ago. It is It is extensive, and if you're watching, I'll show it to you here. Forgive me, This is a screen grab, actually just a photo that Luke Johnson took and posted. So forgive me that the quality of the image isn't better, but I'll show it to you here, courtesy of Luke Johnson on Twitter. But you'll see the length of this injury report and why it's significant. And by the way, the Giants did not practice today; they just had a walkthrough. So this would have been a theoretical participation report. But you're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have 12 Giants on their injury report today. 4 of whom did not participate, 8 of whom who were limited, including Saquon Barkley, Kenny Golladay, Logan Ryan, Caden Smith, their tight end. It is a long, long list. And Ben Bredesen, one of their offensive linemen, Blake Martinez, their linebacker, Sterling Shepard, the wide receiver, and Darius Slayton, the wide receiver, the 4 that did not participate. So the Giants are in a complete role reversal from where New Orleans was 2 weeks ago. The Giants have a lengthy injury report and already at a disadvantage and going on the road. New Orleans getting healthier, playing well, coming home. There's a lot of reasons why I like New Orleans this week. And that's one of them. One of many. But we will keep an eye on the injury report as we go through the week, and I'll be very interested to see what players on IR return for New Orleans. We'll keep you posted as we move through the week, but all trending in the right direction. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.